Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm here with Amanda Lukeworth, my editor for my upcoming film Barely Beautiful, out in theaters November 5th. For those of you who don't know who we are, I'm a film producer and this is my editor, and we just recently released a little teaser for our upcoming film Barely Beautiful. So for this occasion, I thought it would be appropriate if both of us sat down here and just reflected on the process by reading some comments you guys left off on the opening we released. I wanted to start off by saying that I've been reading some of these comments and wow, you guys did not hold back on the criticism. Alright, let's start off with the first comment. The lighting is too dim. I can barely see what's going on. Was that necessary? Well, that one made me rethink things a bit because I thought the lighting being dim would help a lot with creating self-isolation kind of idea within Camilla's character, and the lighting was actually a really big part of the film, where I thought that when the lighting was stronger, it meant she was surrounded by more people and she felt more important, as in the beginning where she's in the hospital and all the lights are flashing on her face. In contrast to the next scene where she's waking up in her bed and all the lights are dim and she is in the dark by herself. Honestly, making this film has taught me a lot about planning and adaptability, since when I started I had a really clear vision in my head, but then soon I learned that not all things go the way you want it to. At first, I thought the perfect place to film would be in my sister's room, since she has all the grayish decorations and she has a very open layout in her room and it's very spacious, and I thought it'd be perfect since it's like a blank sheet to write over all my story. But I learned that as I was writing out my script, it didn't seem to fit in perfectly with the room layout, so I decided, how about I do my room? And turns out it worked a lot better and added a lot more personality to this film. However, I had to clear out all my decorations, take everything out my room, which would take me around 5-10 minutes every time I wanted to shoot. Amanda just posed a really good point to me. She said that this little change actually really improved the trajectory of the whole process, and it made the whole filmmaking and editing part so much easier for her. Alright. I'll give Amanda the honors to say this. Next comment. Let's get to it. Alright, she said she wanted to read this one out, so I guess we'll let her. Oh, there she goes. The cuts are too choppy. It doesn't flow properly. Maybe it's better if Amanda sits back down for this one. No, Amanda, don't let the haters get to you. The editing was so good. What are you talking about? Do you want to tell them? Amanda wants to tell you guys her thought on this comment. Very rude, guys. Why are you going to hate on the editing? Well, I get why some people might say that, but honestly, the slightly abrupt cuts were fully intentional. I wanted the editing to feel a bit disjointed at times, mirroring Camilla's sort of fragmented mental state. Well said, Amanda. You tell him who's boss. Alright, next question. The sound effects were super basic. You could have done more. Fair point. I feel like Amanda actually did most of the sound editing, so I think she'll take over for this one too. I kept the sound design minimalistic on purpose because I didn't want the film to feel overwhelming, especially since it was just the opening, and I didn't want it to distract the viewers from the real point that I wanted to prove. I also really found it very helpful to use Pixabay to pull sound effects, and I use them in my intro along with music from Free to Use, an excellent website in my opinion for finding free music that doesn't have any copywriting, and I made sure the audio was placed subtly throughout the opening, letting the visual storytelling take the lead on letting the viewers know what's going on. Wow, Amanda's really fighting back hard to these comments. Let's read one of our last ones. The pacing is way too slow, it drags. Well, actually, since it's just the opening of the film, it's meant to go by slow, so you can really feel the whole change and the personality of Camila changing little by little throughout each part of the film. Also, guys, don't forget, this is just an opening. It's just a little teaser, it's not the full film, so if this isn't your type of film, it might be time to click off. Alright, last comment, here you go. Camila's struggle with her appearance felt so real, I could totally relate. Well, that's honestly the best comment I could get, since relatability was the base for Camila's character. When developing Camila, I wanted her story to reflect real struggles that many teenage girls face, especially in places like Colombia, where plastic surgery is often seen as a casual solution for self-image issues. So when people say that they can see themselves in Camila, it shows that the film successfully captured a genuine social issue, making it feel authentic and relatable, since many people also experience situations like these. Overall, this project really taught me a lot. I learned how to problem solve and work under pressure, and especially how to use tools to my advantage. Most importantly, Amanda just told me that she learned a really good lesson, and that it's really important to have a good software to help you edit, since not many have really great features. And she said that with her use of Adobe Premiere Pro, her editing process became so much easier and quicker, along with the little YouTube tips and tricks that she found online. Alright, and that wraps things up. Thank you so much for those of you who stayed here this far. Don't forget to stay creative, stay inspired every step along the way. Also, make sure to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you can see whenever I post one of these interactive videos or any more teasers for this and any upcoming film that I'll have. I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.